All right, everyone, welcome to my page. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is when you watch this video, just make it apply. My name is Rashad King, and I am an Orisha priest, crowned Oya. Chengo is my daddy. I'm also scratched in Palo Mayambe, working with the mighty Sarah Banda, who is a great shaman and warrior known for being able to break any curse. And I also practice hoodoo. Remember, this is a general message, so only take what resonates. I should only be telling you things that your spiritual team should have already revealed to you. If they haven't revealed this to you yet, then of course it will not resonate. So go ahead and just ignore me and just take all of the other things that you learned from these videos. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. All right, guys, so before we get into this reading, just a couple of things. Remember, if you are trying to book a session, the website is always going to be in the description. So always check the description so that you can get the link to my website. The website is going to have spiritual products that you can buy, such as oils that you need for your candles, come to me oil, money oil, the whole 9 yards. It's going to have spiritual bath. It's going to have protective necklaces, protective jars, mojo bags, as well as different services, your rituals, your ceremonies, as well as your cleansings. So if you're interested in any of those things, you can go check out the website, as well as reading material. I know a lot of people are always hitting me up saying, hey, you know, what should I read to learn more about the ancestors, to learn more about the Orishas? Go to my website and purchase my ebook. All of those things are available on my website. All right, y'all, here we go. Another video. I'm finally back in town from the funeral. Man, rest in peace, Grandpa. You know, I love my grandpa. And, but, you know, I'm not, too sad. You know, he lived a long life. You know, that's the one thing about it. You know, I'm never really sad when someone leaves this earth and they lived a long, full life. You know, that's more of a celebration. You know, what gets me is when people actually pass away and they're young. You know, that's the one that I see as a curse, where I'm like, you know, damn, you know, this person wasn't even able to really live. So I'm doing good. I thank everybody for their, you know, prayers, concerns, and everything else, all of the, you know, good energy that you sent me and my family. Everybody is doing good. It was my dad's father. He's doing pretty good. My dad was just, you know, really taking it hard because he, you know, he has lost a lot. You know, we lost grandma when I was very young. I remember going over to the house and stuff, and they were explaining to us that she passed. He ended up losing one of his oldest brothers. And so, you know, so Uncle Clifton passed. And then, you know, one of my brothers, so my dad's son, passed. You know, and there's 16 of us, you know, all from the same mother and father. And, you know, we have all been very blessed, you know, doing good in life, the whole 9 yards. And so, you know, it really took him by surprise when my brother passed. And now, you know, he's dealing with the death of his father. So, you know, that's life. You know, eventually every last one of us have to leave this earth. You know, that's the one thing that we know. You know, the one thing, regardless of the religion we practice, the spiritual path that we're on, regardless of what it is that we believe, we all know that at the end of the day, every last one of us have to leave this earth. And so we have to make sure that we're holding ourselves accountable and we're being responsible and doing the things that we know that we're supposed to be doing on this earth. You know, completing our soul contracts, completing our purpose. We need to make sure that that's always at the forefront before all of these distractions and pleasures that come with this life. One of the most interesting things today is I was talking to this person on Instagram, and I hate talking to people without it being divination, because I tell people all the time, I can listen to you all day and I can say what I think it is, but I'm never going to know what it is until I perform divination. And, like I was telling him, I'm not saying that you're lying, but I just automatically assume that, that it's not the truth unless I can confirm it through divination. That's my thought process. Because as long as you have that thought process, you're always going to perform divination before doing anything. One of the worst things you can do is listen to someone's sob story, and then you do a ritual or some going against the person that they are saying that's attacking them, only to find out that this person lied to you, and now you're attacking an innocent person. And because you're attacking an innocent person, karma is now coming upon you. This is why we must do our due diligence of doing divination. I try to never give advice without doing divination. Divination is extremely important. The one thing that I have noticed is that you have people working with the Orishas, and the moment that things go bad, they abandon ship. The Orishas are not real. The Orishas are demonic. The Orishas are the fallen angels. The Orishas are all these things once they're actually getting on to you because of some dumb shit or evil shit that you have done. Don't ever get into a position of thinking just because you're an Orisha priest or just because you're a Babalao that you're exempt from karma. When 9 times out of 10, you get karma faster and stronger than anyone else because of your position, you should have known better. You should have known better not to do that magic. You should have known better that Ochosi was going to come and give karmic justice. And so you should have known. And so immediately when they get caught up in this mess, the first thing they want to do is they want to run an abandoned ship. And it's like, now I got to take cover under Allah. Now I got to take cover under, Jesus. Now I got to take cover under one of these other religions, under one of their other deities, because the deities I'm working with now, they are pissed and they are giving me karma based on what I did. I have heard it all these last couple of days of, people saying that, hey, I've been in a religion for 20 years and, I was a Babalao and I was doing all of this I was doing all of this stuff. The Orishas was blessing me. But, ultimately I had to find, a covering under Allah. And it's like, well, now because of that, I think the Orishas are not real. Well, the way that they attacked you and ran you up out of this religion, clearly they're real. So let's just keep it 100. Clearly they're real, but you did some fuck shit and now you fucked up and you found out. You found out that, they do not play and they hold all of us accountable. We are all held accountable. Never think just because the Orishas are blessing you that they won't curse you the next day. And that's not considered evil. You get what you get according to the actions that you make. You can't expect to send all this negative energy out, and because you're really cool with Elegwad, that he's not going to discipline you. You can't think that just because you have a really good relationship with Ogun, that he won't disrupt your path because of the things that you have done. We are held accountable. I love the scripture in the Bible when it was basically saying all of us should not run to be teachers. All of us should not run to be ministers. All of us should not run to be priests and evangelists and apostles, because what you don't realize is that you may want that title because of fame, because of fortune, because of being well known in the community, being reverenced and looked up to, getting people respect. But what you don't realize is that you're held at a higher standard. Now because you're a teacher, now because you're a preacher, now because you're a minister, you are held at a higher standard. And so what you do, it have a higher weight than the person that is not a priest, that is not an evangelist, that is not an apostle, that is not a seer, that is not a shaman. We all want to be so quick to get these titles so that we can be reverenced. But nobody want the accountability and responsibility that comes with it. And that's when we run and we seek refuge somewhere else. There is, sometimes people are very confused on what it is that's coming for them. Some people think up and down that, oh, this is witchcraft coming against me. And then we do a card reading and it's not witchcraft, it's karma. Are people thinking that, oh, a deity is attacking them and you don't even realize that the person that sent you this magic is not working with deities, they're working with demons. There's a big difference, the guy I talked to, which, I'm not, putting him on blast, I've already, what I'm telling you now is what I told him, is that, people have a misconception about the Orishas. They think that just because you lit your candle, you gave your offerings and stuff like that, that they're going to support the evil things that you're deciding to do. The Orishas are not going to bless that crap. They will eat your offerings, they will drink your drinks and everything else, and they will not do nothing. And if the spell is cast successfully, it's not because the Orishas blessed it, but you use your own personal ashe in order to bring this manifestation about. And it's going to be your own personal ashe that's going to be attacked when this karma come back on you. Stop doing things that you don't fully understand inside and out. Everything that we do, it has consequences. We can't expect that we're just going to treat somebody like crap and bring all of this destruction in someone's life, and then we're going to be covered under the mercy of Jesus. And we're going to be covered under the blood of Jesus. And we're going to be covered under the ashe of the Orishas. Or our ancestors is going to protect us. Your ancestors will look at that mess and they will say, not my fight. And they will abandon you and allow you to serve the karma that you are under. Remember the scripture that whoever God blesses, no man can curse. And whoever God has cursed, no man can bless. I can do rituals and ceremonies and stuff for you all day, every day. But if an Orisha, if a deity has cursed you because of some stuff that you have done, because you have touched one of God anointed, then baby, it's no ritual and stuff that can be done. You're stuck under that karma until you serve the purpose of that karma. And every karma has a different weight to it. And the only way that the only way that you will be able to get out of it is by understanding what you need to do to get out of it. Let's say you're receiving karma because you have cheated and abused all of these women. The purpose of your karma would be for you to remove your ego and for you to remove your arrogance. And you would have to go back and make things right with each and every last one of those victims. And the moment that you do that and you make it right in their sight, that's when, just like magic, just like the karma appeared, it will disappear and it will remove from your life, because now you have served your karma. You have understand the purpose of why you're going through what you're going through. Sometimes we go through stuff because it's a mirror effect, that we get into these relationships and we act a fool. We self-sabotage and all of this other stuff, and you don't see how toxic you are. And so the karma is, God is going to end up giving you a karmic partner that is going to be the exact energy of who you were in that previous relationship. You lied, they're going to lie on you. You manipulated, they're going to manipulate you. You deceived, they're going to deceive you. You did all of these things. And so now in this relationship, this person is a mirror of your behavior. And the whole purpose of this karma now is for you to say, wait a minute, you seem so familiar. Why do you seem so familiar? Boom. Now you're going through an awakening. You're realizing that this person is you and all of your previous relationships. And now you are finally understanding how toxic you are in love and how you have destroyed everybody that you have met up to this point. And this karma is teaching you how damaging you are. And now, because your eyes is open, you have the opportunity to do what is right by going back to every last one of these victims and apologizing, righting your wrong, giving them closure. And the moment you do that, your karma, it disappears because now you have served the lesson. Some karma is a whole lot deeper than that. Sometimes we do things like sending death magic out, and that karma may be that you may end up being affected for the next 7 lifetimes over. And that, this is something that you're just going to have to deal with because of the decision that you made. But we always want to put so much emphasis on the deities. Oh, it's Ilegwa. Oh, it's Ogun. Oh, it's Ochosi. Oh, it's Osun. No, it is the actions that you have taken. It was the choices that you made. You are the one that decided to do this ritual. You are the one that decided to do this magic. And so now you are dealing with the consequences of your actions. Everybody want to work with the Orishas until it's time for you to start giving reverence. How many of you are calling on the Orishas and you're not doing Igbo? And you're not doing cleansings? And majority of these things that have to be done with a priest, because they're not going to teach you how to do it, because there's a lot of things in this practice that is closed only to those that are initiated. And even when you get it, they tell you that, hey, it's certain things you're not supposed to teach people, but you can do it for them. And so we all want to work with the Orishas, but do you not know, working with the Orishas, we need to be giving Igbo, and we need to be doing a cleansing and a reading every single month. Every single month, you need to be getting a reading so you can understand what's in your energy and a forecast of what's getting ready to come or what is already happening that you might not be aware of. The second thing is a cleansing. You want to cleanse yourself with a priest, even though there are certain cleansings we can do on our own by doing our spiritual baths and stuff like that. We still want a priest to do a cleansing in order to make sure that magic is not coming in and affecting us in a negative way. And then number 3, we need to be giving Igbo every month, which is a ceremonial offering to the Orishas. It's more than the offering that you give at your altar. It's a whole lot. It's different. And so we need to be doing those things. You have some people that have been in this religion for so many years and they still haven't received the blessings of the Orishas because they're not practicing the right way. And you have some that just got in the religion and the Orishas is flooding them with blessings. They're getting blessing after blessing after blessings, and it's all because of how the two people are approaching the Orishas. It's just like Cain and Abel. One is actually coming to the deities the right way, giving the offerings and everything that they are supposed to be giving. And the other one is just nonchalant. Oh, I'll just give you my leftovers. I don't feel like giving you the first fruit, so I'm just going to give you what I already touched and what I already ate. And then you wonder why things are not going right in your life. Everybody wants to work with the Orishas until it's time for you to be held accountable and responsible for your actions. This is a beautiful path that a lot of people turn into something crazy because of the way that they approach this religion. The Orishas are not prostitutes. They're not just, every single time you lay fruit and stuff down and you don't build a relationship with them or anything, and every time you lay fruit and wine and beer and rum, that you think that they're just going to take off their clothes and be like, baby, what you want? Let me do a dance for you. Let me curse your enemies. That's not how it works. You need to build a relationship with these deities. You need to understand these deities. And so many of you are not getting the results that you want because you want to prostitute the Orishas, that I'm going to give you a little bit of change and you're going to do some strange things for me. And that's not how the relationship works. Even when you think of, white colonizer Jesus, that's not even how it works with Jesus. Like at the end of the day, you have to build these relationships with your deities if you truly want to see the outcome that you truly desire. Some of y'all do some halfway shit and you expect to get the whole world in return. You barely gave offering. You only talk to them in time of trouble. You never talk to them in time of good. You're quick to abandon them. And then you get mad when they look at you and say, nope, I don't want to bless you. I don't want to help you in this situation. Find somebody else. And you, oh, Shun, you obligated to come down here. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And if you keep pushing me, I'm going to end up giving you a curse. I'm not obligated to do shit. Build a relationship with me and stop calling on me every single time when you're in trouble. But then when you're in good and you're living in bliss, because I've protected you and helped you, now all of a sudden you don't know my name. Now all of a sudden my altar got dust on it and everything else because you don't even come and pray to it anymore. Majority of you, regardless of what the deity is, whether it's Jesus, whether it's Allah, whether it's one of the Orishas, whether it's one of the deities from Palo Mayambe, you know, you're never going to get good results by prostituting them out. Thinking that just because you lay something on their altar in time of need, that you're just going to get everything that you desire, everything your little heart desire. It's not how it works. Everything is a sacrifice. Even when we think about Christianity and we say, oh, well, I don't need the Orishas. All I need is Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Even with Jesus, there's a sacrifice. There's things that must be done. There's a way that you must live your life in order for that blessing to come to you. There's no deity that you can go to and you can just live however you want and you pick and choose when you want to communicate with them and build that relationship and you're just automatically blessed. That's not how it works. Some of you don't even know how to conjure up the spirits. You know, that's the one thing about it is that, you know, Christianity is a joke to me, but I can say that, you know, old school, they knew what to do. They would lock themselves in a room and the entire time conjuring up the spirits, whether it's clapping their hands, whether it's with a bell, whether it's with the what is the things they be using in church? The man, I forgot the name of it. But no matter what, they get that instrument, they get the drums, and all you hear, there's a storm out over the ocean, and it's moving this away. If your soul's not anchored in Jesus, you will surely drift away. Drift away, yeah. Drift away, yeah. You will surely drift away. If your soul's not anchored in Jesus, you will surely drift away. What a mighty God we serve. What a mighty God we serve. That angels bow before him, heaven and earth adore him. What a mighty God we serve. I was glad when they said unto me, I was glad when they said unto me. Those are the things that conjure the spirits. That they knew that back in the old days, that the church, that the black church in hoodoo was very entangled. That they knew that those praises and everything, the clapping of the hands, the singing of your voice, that is conjuring those spirits and is bringing those spirits to you. It's the same thing that happened in church, is that they're conjuring up the spirit of Holy Spirit that they are telling the spirit to come rain down, to come into this place. And the moment that they get the spirit present, that is where the magic happened. Now we need you to heal. Now we need you to restore. Now we need you to give us prosperity. Now we need you to give abundance. Some of you just keep thinking that these little 5-minute prayers and stuff like that you're doing, that is going to break through witchcraft, that is going to break through all of the shit that you're going through in your life. Sometimes you need something stronger. Sometimes you need to say, you know what? Tonight, I'm not going to go up to the club, and from 10 p.m. all the way to 3 in the morning, the only thing I'm going to do is praise. The only thing I'm going to do is rain down fire in this house, that everything that is going against me is going to be consumed. Everything that is going against me is going to be drowned. Everything that's going against me is going to be destroyed. You got to put that power out there. This is how you get the attention of spirit. That sometimes you need to go on a fast for 3 days in order to break that shit so that you can manifest what it is that you desire. But so many of you are so goddamn lazy. Some of you are so lazy, but you expect the world. Baby, I'm telling you, when I'm going through something, I will sit at that altar for hours, praying, praising, worshiping, and everything else that I need to do, that I will say, I'm not going to get up until this breaks. Once I feel that this break up off of me, that's when I'm going to get up. That's when I'm going to rest. But I'm not going to rest until this shit breaks. But some of you give into the magic and everything. And every single time, oh, I'm just too tired. Why do I got to do all that reading to study and show myself approved? Why do I got to worship? Why do I got to praise? Why do I got to pray? And then you wonder why your life is still falling apart. Everybody, all I got to do is call on Jesus. No, baby, you better be doing more than that. Like, come on, if you believe in the Christian faith, you better allow Holy Spirit to reign in that fucking house. That you're not going to get up until you actually see spirit. And spirit will manifest when you truly get its attention in the right way. There have been times where I've just sat there at the altar praying, going through different songs back to back to back, playing the drums and everything else, ringing the bell and everything, and you could just see a cloud of smoke just floating in. You could just feel it. My whole attitude began to change. That it felt nothing but love and peace, that you can feel spirit coming in. And it's in that moment, once you actually successfully made spirit reign in, now you can do your rituals and state your requests. Now this is the time to pray. But some of you just don't want to do the work. We want a religion that all I got to do is say Jesus and everything is done. All I got to do is lay fruit and wine on the altar and everything is done. All I got to do is lay a candle and everything is done. That's not how it works. You need a relationship that even in the bad times, thank you, Igun, thank you, spirit guides, thank you, ancestors, thank you, Sarabanda, thank you, Orishas, thank you, Yeshua, thank you, Oladumare, thank you, Olarun, thank you, Olafi. And then those same religious people will be the main ones talking about spiritual people is worshiping rocks and all of this other dumb shit that they say, but yet we praise longer and more effective than you. We worship. We pray more effectively. That we realize that prayer is not begging, but is stating your request. The Bible says that you have charge over the angels. It says, greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. You have all of this power, but yet you allow it to stay dormant. Boy, I would shut I would shut myself in this house in a heartbeat. I would get some food and everything, and I would feed Elijah and tell Elijah to stay in this room. Stay in your room and close this door. Play your video games or watch TV, because daddy finna be in this altar room for hours. Because I need something done. I need something to break. I don't need it to last for the next couple of months. I don't need it to last for the next couple of years. I need this shit to break off right now. We can't handle these things so nonchalantly. It's just, whatever. God is going to take care of it. Month 3, your life's still destroyed. Shoes, you better praise him. You better rein this energy in. What a mighty God we serve. What a mighty God we serve. That angels bow before him. Heaven and earth adore him. What a mighty God we serve. Shoes, you better send those praises up. I'm telling you, man, when I need to get stuff done, I grew up in church with the old school women and men, that we would have shut-ins, and when we would have those shut-ins, I could actually see spirit moving, because the old school people, they weren't in there sleeping. It was the kids that would go in the back and that would sleep and stuff like that. I would always stay up because I was nosy. And at the end of the day, I'm an empath. So when spirits move and stuff, it affects me a different way than how it affects everybody else. And so even if I wanted to go to sleep, I couldn't go to sleep, because I could actually feel spirit moving, and I could feel the energy in the place. And they were on point, raining down praises, singing, praying, everything else to have spirit to come in. And every time they would do those shut-ins, everybody would fast. Nobody had food in their systems. Everybody would fast, and it turned things around. And so sometimes you need to know what you need to do. It's more than just this little nonchalant, I'm just going to give God half of a praise and then think that I'm going to get the world. I don't know. This is what Spirit is saying, y'all. I just, in everything that I do, I praise God. As soon as I get up in the morning, before I talk to anyone, the first thing I do is I thank Ori, because Ori is your soul. That is the one that's in you. It's always inside first, then out. And Ori and Ashe are the two energies that's inside of you. Thank you, Ori. Thank you, Ashe. Thank you, Ori, for being with me in every event in life. My Ori is a good Ori. Thank you, Ashe, for your energy and power that flows through my vein that allow manifestation to happen. And then I go into thank you, ancestors, because Igun, spirit guides, and ancestors is your first line of defense. And then I call on my deities that protect me. Thank you, Sarabanda. Thank you, Orishas. Thank you, Yeshua. And then it ends with God. Thank you, Oladumare. Thank you, Olarum. Thank you, Olafi. Some of you are not being able to move mountains because you have no gratitude in your heart. You have no gratitude that even though things are crumbling around you, that you still can say, Lord, but I thank you that it didn't destroy me. Thank you that I might be stumbling right now, but you're not going to allow me to fall. Some of you just don't know how to give thanks. We just can't give thanks in the good only. If you give thanks in the good only, baby, come on, you're prostituting whatever deity, you're prostituting that deity, that you just think that you got that good, that you can just give a good offering, and you can give a good song and stuff like that, and that you don't have to build a relationship and things just gonna automatically work for you. That's just not how it works. Well, I'm not gonna tell my secrets. I was gonna say some. I'm not gonna tell my secrets. It's certain. It's so many things that I do that I know how to get out of some shit. And all of this is because you built that relationship. So thank you, Lord, for loving me. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me. Thank you for that day you came and broke the chains and set me free. Thank you for another chance. Gave me joy, now I can dance. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for one more day. You made the raindrops go away. Thank you, 'cause my pain is gone. I know it came to make me strong. Thank you for another chance. Gave me joy, now I can dance. Thank you, Lord. Some of y'all gotta do the word. Yeah, some of y'all, oh, we don't do rituals, we don't do spells. I'm a Christian. Then open your mouth and praise Him. Open your mouth and give a thanks. Open your mouth and give some gratitude. We just expect the world and don't want to give anything in return. Oh, that these deities are just obligated to give me everything that I want. Keep believing that lie. As your life is going through all this hell. I remember from a young age, my mom told me, you better read this Bible from beginning to end because you got to know it for yourself. And I took heed and I did exactly that. I read that Bible every year from beginning to end. And because I grew up Pentecostal Apostolic, I didn't learn about Ifa until I went into the military at 18. Once I went into the Navy, I was stationed in Yokosuka, Japan, and I started meeting these Nigerian people and stuff. And that's what opened my eyes to Ifa. And, to me, it didn't take away what I already learned, because Ifa to me is nothing but Old Testament. And ever since the entire time I was a Christian, I was always glued to Old Testament. Old Testament, especially learning about the Ten of Tabernacle, learning back, because there was all these things that the church did not want to talk about, like how the Bible talked about healing crystals and incense, and how the Bible talked about, just all these spiritual things. And at the time, nobody was teaching this stuff to me. When I would read it, I'm like, all of this stuff is in the Bible. And I was like, what is, healing crystals? What is, incense? What is all these things? And I took the time to research it. And I was just like, why are we not doing this now? I'm like, why are we not doing this now? We seen the power and the manifestation when it was done in the Old Testament, but yet we abandoned it now. And that was the one thing that I liked about Ifa, is that it didn't take away what I've already been learning. It added to what I was already learning. And that, I fell in love with it because, Ifa is nothing but the Old Testament to me. Boy, sit. This dog trying to get out his kennel. I'm actually giving you guys a blessing today because I haven't been on here. I'm actually doing a finance read, and I'm doing a love reading and a general reading. So you got three different cards out here. You got the original deck, you got the hidden emotion deck, and you got the and you got the and you got the money read. So it's going over it's going over a lot. This is probably going to be a long video. So someone has been doing some magic, of course, always doing some wicked ass shit. Let's take a break to dance. Now y'all know, if y'all been following me for a while, I like dancing, but I have no rhythm. Let's take a break to dance. Get this energy flowing. But no, all seriousness, we don't listen to tarot card readings to see Rashad act a fool. We listen to tarot card readings in order to get guidance. So let me stay focused and give you the guidance that you need. Someone has been doing magic, and someone is getting ready to receive a huge consequence for the magic that they have been sending out, because you sent magic to an innocent person. Like I said in the pre reading, before the cards was taken out, this could have been someone that somebody came to you and they told you something. Like they were like, oh, this person, abused me. This person manipulated me. This person tricked me. This person, did these things to me. And instead of you doing divination to see if what this person was saying was true, you just acted upon it and you just start sending this person magic. Little did you know that this person was innocent. And not only was this person innocent, but this person was an earth angel. And so you are getting ready. I don't think it's the collective. The collective know better. And so someone is getting ready to be under a very heavy, dark abyss. That this is about to be complete darkness that's getting ready to shadow somebody's life. And it's because they messed with an anointed person. They did not know. I don't think that this person knew what the person that they were sending magic to, what they were capable of. I don't think that this person knew that, this person was highly protected by the ancestors and the Orishas. I don't think that this person knew that, this person was very high ranked, that this is like a earth angel. This is an Orisha priest. This is a Babalao. This is a devoted Muslim. This is this is someone that's very, very, very anointed. This could be a shaman. This could be a seer. That you, boy, sit. And it, like, even that's a message, because my dog is never like that. My dog is very quiet and stuff like that, and he's keep rattling and stuff in his cage trying to get out. And that's exactly what this reading is saying. Like, somebody is imprisoned, and this person is not imprisoned in the physical. Like, this is not somebody that's going to physical jail or they're going to physical prison. This person is entrapped in their mind, that they know that karma is getting ready to come, and that it's slowly but surely already taking everything in their life. That, things are already crumbling down for this person, that they're getting back everything that they put out to this person. And so, this is someone that, they fucked with an earth angel. And now, they are getting ready to find out, what the scriptures really mean when it says, touch not my anointing, and whoever got cursed, no man can bless, because this person is about to be cursed now. And it's because you did not do your due diligence of doing divination before you sent this magic out. And so magic is not always, spells and potions. Magic can be lies and manipulation, that somebody told you something and you were like, oh, this person abused you, manipulated you, and you went out and you spreaded that false rumor to everyone that was willing to listen. That's magic. That's high magic, because that's a strong and powerful manipulation. Magic is the altering of something. And by you spreading lies, you're altering this person's reputation. You're altering the way that people see this person. And that is powerful magic. There is someone that did something to an innocent person, and they are now reaping the consequences of their actions. And this person is very well aware of this with the Three of Wands as the overall energy. The Three of Wands is saying that this person has foresight, that they're looking out in the horizon and they can see the storm coming. Maybe that's why the Spirit put that song on my heart. There's a storm out over the ocean, and it's moving this way. If your soul's not anchored in Jesus, you will surely drift away. And this is somebody that's going to drift away. This is somebody that is truly going to drift away because they're not anchored. And this person knows this. This person is looking on the horizon that they could be getting visions and dreams and all of the signs and synchronicities that their whole life is getting ready to cave in. That, this is worse than a tower moment, because in the tower, at least in the tower card, you're jumping ship and you're getting out of the tower before it enclose on itself and destroy, the building. This is someone that they're going to try to escape the tower, but at the end of the day, they're going to be trapped in, and the walls and everything are going to come crumbling down on them. That this is somebody that won't be able to escape. And this person knows that. They see the damage that is getting ready to come, that this person's life is about to be completely changed within a blink of an eye. That, this is someone that, especially like when you look at the Three of Wands, look at how this person is dressed. The person is dressed with like a little, with a robe and everything. And so, to me, it's saying that this is someone with spiritual power. This is someone with some type of authority. And it's saying that all of that is getting ready to be taken away. That once this storm actually come in and sweep them up, that, it's over with for this person. That, the magic that they use in order to try to entrap someone else is going to be the very thing that's going to entrap them. And so this person knows this. They know that this is coming, and this person is terrified. This is someone that's going through some depression and everything else, because things are getting ready to enclose on them, and this person is going to lose everything. This is going to be a complete loss. You have, as the clarifiers, you have the Page of Wands, and you have it paired with the Devil card. The Page of Wands, to me, again, is just emphasizing this person. And that now the Page of Wands too, the Page of Wands is always, someone It can mean a stranger with good intentions, but this person is bound. So this is not no damn stranger with good intentions. So the person that did this to you, this is someone This could be an ex-partner. This could be a friend or a family member. This is someone that's getting ready to be bound. That's what the Devil card is all about. This person is getting ready to be bound. That, it's going to end up being a strong deity that's going to end up attaching to this person and basically end up putting this person in chains. That, this person will not be able to move. They won't be able to go to the left, to the right, north, south, east, or west. That, this is getting ready to overtake them. Even the hidden emotions, you have death. Would talk about death, not death as in dying. Let me just show you the card, because sometimes my enunciations of words. It'd be everywhere. I'm Southern, grew up in Little Rock, Arkansas. And so you got the hidden emotion that talks about awareness, and it talks about time. This person knows that in time, their whole entire life is about to be drowned, that the waters is getting ready to overtake this person, that what's getting ready to come is going to be a complete flood, that this person could go through a full-blown drought and famine, that this person is going to end up losing everything. Even when it comes to the finance card, it talks about slow. This person's finance is already being affected. And so with slow being the card representing the finances, this person is either losing their job, or if they haven't lost their job, things are slowing down on the job where they're telling this person, I'm sorry, we don't have no hours for you this week, or we don't have any work for you. And this person is slowly but surely losing money. That, when it comes to the money, this is not going to be a dramatic thing where it's just like, boom, it's taken away in one swoop. This is a slowly trickling down of taking away this person's prosperity. That, first something is going to happen, and then they're going to end up losing their job. And then when they end up losing their job, they're going to end up losing their home. And then when they end up losing their home, they're going to end up losing their friends. And then when they end up losing their friends, they're going to be in complete isolation. That this is a trickling down. That, but, at the end of the day, this person did this to themselves because they are the ones that decided to send this negative energy out. And they're getting the consequences of their actions. We got to be careful about what we send out, because we always have to ask ourselves, if it comes back to us, will we be able to handle this energy that we put out in the universe? But this is someone that they know that their time is coming and that they are about to be completely destroyed. You have in the crossing energy, which is what influenced the overall energy, or it blocks the overall energy in some type of way. You have it starting off with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is running in with passion. You have it paired with the Hierophant, and the Hierophant can talk about marriage, but the Hierophant, to me, it also talks about God. You have it paired with the Queen of Wands. With the Queen of Wands is very beautiful energy. And the Queen of Wands, in this sense, it could be talking about, it could be talking about a divine feminine. It could be because, normally all the queens can talk about a divine feminine, but, the Queen of Wands is someone that practices magic as well. This is someone that's extremely attractive. They have a charm about them. And this is someone that practices magic. And you have it paired with the Nine of Cups, which talks about a wish fulfillment. With this run of the cards is that the overall energy is saying that this person already knows that they are getting ready to go through a cycle of bad karma. And they're already living in this bad karma, because this is someone that they were in a relationship with you and they left you for someone else. And the person that they left you for is their karmic partner. That, this is someone that could be, they left you and they could have got into a relationship that is extremely abusive, that's extremely controlling. That, this is someone that they are saying, you can't call your ex, you can't text your ex, you can't check emails, you can't do anything. That this is someone that's saying, I'm going to go through your phone. That, it's really making this person, especially if this is a divine masculine, it's so funny because this person that they got with is like really putting them in their place. They're turning them into a bitch. They're forcing them to be submissive. And so now all of this stuff that they did with you in a relationship, so it's like all the manipulation, all of the lies, all of the trickery, all of the deception, all of these things that they're not able to do in this relationship because this person is doing it to them. And so this person is bound. And so this is one of the reasons why this person has foresight and they know why things are happening the way it's happening. And it's because of all of the negative shit that they have done. And so this person is now wanting to rush in with a lot of passion that they want to rush back to you. And with the Hierophant being here, the Hierophant is telling me that they are being guided by God to come back. That this person could have prayed and they are like, Lord, I know that I'm going to have to serve this karma for what I've done. What can I do in order to, minimize this or in order to remove this? And they are being instructed that you need to go in and you need to right your wrong. You know what you did to this person. You know what you did was unacceptable. You know what you did brought a lot of hurt and pain. And so God is instructing this person, you better go in and rush in and correct your wrong before this storm come. Because once this storm come, you won't be able to do anything. And so this person is being instructed to come in to the Queen of Wands and give this Queen of Wands a wish fulfillment. And so I know in the comments, I don't go back. Niggas ain't shit. We know. But this is someone that's going to try to come back and do and try to reconcile. This is someone that's going to, come back and say, hey, baby, I love you. I missed you. I want to get back in this relationship, because they want to hide under the shadow of your wings. They want to hide under your anointing. They want to hide under your protection. That if I'm with you, surely God will not destroy me because of the one. It's just like in the days of Moses, when Moses asked God, but God, if there's 50 righteous people in the land, will you destroy it? And God said, no, for the sake of the 50, I will not. Well, what about if it's 25? For the sake of the 25, I want. But what if it's 5? For the sake of the 5, I want. But what if it's just one righteous person? For the sake of the one, I will not. Because God is like, I will instruct the one to leave the land, and then I will destroy that shit. And so this is someone that understands that they understand that surely God would not bring this calamity on me if I go back to the earth angel, if I go back to the anointed person, if I go back to the person that has this covering. Their anointing is so strong that it will cover me, that I can get 25% of this karma, or I may not get it at all, because God is not going to curse his blessed and anointed person. And so this person is planning on coming back, because they know that there is an anointing and that there's a covering over your life, and that there's a possibility that they may not have to serve their karma if they connect back with you. But it is paired with the Hierophant, and it's so, God is instructing this person to come back. So I would not be surprised if this is a twin flame connection, because God is instructing this person to come back. You have, as the clarifier, you have the High Priestess, which talks about wisdom and intuition. You have the Hangman, which talks about sacrifice and surrendering. And you have the Ten of Cups. Once again, it gives you the same thing, that, this person is listening to their intuition now, and they are getting ready to sacrifice and surrender, which means that they are getting ready to let go of the karmic partner that they are with, so that they can rush in and get the Ten of Cups with you. This is someone that's returning, and they're returning because they know that what they did to you is making them receive heavy karma. That, this person's life is already being destroyed, that they're already suffering because of what they have done to you. It's the only thing is that this person know that there's a storm that's getting ready to come that's going to be worse than what they're already going through. And this person don't want to have any part of it. You have, as the hidden emotion, you have closure, that this person is getting ready to come in and get closure. This is someone that's gonna try to come back, and they're gonna try to love bomb you because they know that there's protection under the shadow of your wings. They know that there's protection under your anointing and under your covering. You have as the hidden emotion, you have as the finance card, you have office, that, this person can end up losing their job. This is a judgment. This is a heavy judgment because of what they have done. This person is, they're realizing that you can't treat people any kind of way and expect to get away with it, because this person is losing everything. This person is literally losing everything in their life. We have as the crowning energy, which is what we need to do immediately in order to solve the problem. We have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups, it talks about an illusion, but the Seven of Cups can also talks about passion as well. This person is under a strong illusion that this is somebody that is losing sleep. They're constantly thinking about what they did wrong to you. This is someone that, their thoughts and their emotions is running rapid. That, this is someone that is going through a great depression. That, they are extremely depressed. This is someone that feels the weight of the world that's crushing down on them. And the Seven of Cups is telling me that this person is well aware that this is happening because of what they have done to you. So this is not something that this person doesn't realize. They know that their life is going to shit because of what they have done to you. That they're reliving what they did to you, just through another person. You have as the clarifiers, you have the Five of Wands with the Strength card. Whenever the Strength card is paired with something, the Strength card let me know that this is a stronghold. And so the Five of Wands is all about fights and conflict. This person is dealing with fights and conflicts on a daily basis. They could be fighting and arguing with people at home, with the karmic partner that they're with, that they're fighting and arguing every single day, that they're fighting and arguing with friends. They're fighting and arguing with the very coven they use in order to do magic on you. They're fighting with people at their job. Like it's a lot going on in this person's life that, they are receiving karma for what they have done to you. Like this is someone, they're not getting away with what they have done to you. That, God is making sure, even the hidden emotions, that, this person is thinking of you. They're reminiscing of all the good times and stuff that they had with you. That they're in memories, not only reminiscing the good, but they're reminiscing about what they did wrong. That they're thinking about all the low down dirty shit that they did to you. That they're thinking now that, I should have never lied to you. I should have never manipulated you. I should have never tricked you. I should have never been a bully. I should have never been a tyrant. I should have never spreaded lies about you. I should have never betrayed you. I should have never abandoned you. I should have never, decided to be a fake and false love. I should have never been cold-hearted. This person is thinking about everything that they have done to you because karma is kicking their ass. They are realizing that, they did this to the wrong person. This could be somebody that they could have done this in multiple relationships, but now they fucked around and did this with an anointed person, and they're receiving the karma for their actions. Even the finance cards, you have the past, where it's saying something from the past is coming back, and it's saying odd jobs. There could have been a time in this person's past that they wasn't in a career, that this person could be in their career now with office being in the crowning, the crossing energy. This could be someone that, maybe they always worked just little easy jobs, worked at McDonald's, worked at Burger King, but something happened where now this person is working in their career, that they're working in an office setting. But the crowning energy is saying that spirit is getting ready to take this away from them, and spirit is getting ready to put them back in their past. Spirit is like, do you not remember when you first started off, how you were doing all of these odd jobs? You were doing Uber, you were doing Lyft, you were doing all of these different jobs to make ends meet. Spirit has said, I'm bringing you back to that point because of what you have done to my anointed person. And so this person is going to end up losing their job. And with this being here, this person is probably not going to end up getting back in their career until they do right by you, because that's what the message is in the crowning in the crossing energy. It's not necessarily like it do have wish fulfillment of saying that this person is going to try to get back in this relationship, but whether you accept this person back in a relationship or not, they're obligated to do right by you. So even if that's coming back to you and confessing everything that they have done and asking for your apology, this person is going to be cursed until they make things right by you. So, spirit is taking this person out of their career and putting them back that they're just collecting odd jobs. That, this person is going to be Ubering all day just to try to make the same amount of money that they were making when they were in the office. That spirit is, this is like a curse that spirit is taking. Spirit is taking their positions, their power, their authority, that, like this person is losing it all. And it's all because of the choices. It's all because of the choices that they made. You have in the challenge position, you have the Knight of the Knight of Cups. And it's funny how, in both sectors, in the crossing energy and the challenge, you have two of the knights that's starting off, and when you look at them, they're running towards each other. But even though this is talking about it's talking about the person that left you. And so you start off with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is all about an offer, that this is someone that offered a cup of love to a third party situation, with the Three of Cups being here. That this is their challenge. That this is someone that left you in order to join like a coven. That this person could have joined, so this could be different ways. This person could have joined a coven. This person could have joined a third party situation, which means that this person was already cheating on you while in a relationship with you, and then they just left and offered their cup of love to the third party. But I do sense magic here. And so the person that they could have went with, like the person they could have left and went with, not only were they lovers, but I believe they went with somebody that practiced magic. And I believe that the person that they were with that is practicing magic, they tried to send magic to you. And this is one of the main reasons why they're getting karma. You don't get karma for leaving a relationship, even if you're a twin flame. If you choose to leave a relationship, it's nothing wrong with that. You choose to leave a relationship. You say you can't handle it no more. That's free will. But when you do things in a manipulative, deceptive way, that's when it becomes grounds for karma. If the person cries out to God and say, this is unfair, can you look into the situation and judge it? And so don't think that just by leaving somebody, you're going to automatically receive karma. No, you're going to receive karma because of the way in which you left. Where it's like you should have been mature to go to that person and say, hey, I can't do this relationship no more, and it's like, I'm going to move out in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to move out today to give you your space. It's better to do it that way than to manipulate, trick, lie, and deceive, because that is the thing that gets you into karma. And so the last card in this run for the challenge position, you have the Two of Cups. And so, just to go back over it, you have the Knight of Cups, that this person offered a cup of love to a third party situation, somebody that they were already cheating with, and they got into a relationship with this person. And so your partner, your ex partner, end up getting into a relationship with a karmic. You have, as the clarifiers, you have the Ace of Wands. So magic was involved in this. The Ace of Wands is heavy magic. So, this is a story of, like this person could have cheated. That, they weren't really trying to, leave you. That they just, cheated and was messing around, with someone else. And when they were messing around with somebody else, that this person could have did magic in order to trap them. That, this person could have did a love spell, or they could have did a separation spell in order to make this person leave you, because this is heavy magic. The Ace of Wands is heavy magic. So this is not going to resonate with everyone, but the person that it's going to resonate with, the way in which this person left, it was extremely odd. Like, you two could have been together for a year, 2 years, 5 years, and out of the blue, like this person just betrayed you, and they left in just such the most horrible way. And that this is somebody that prior to this, they could have been extremely loving to you, caring, that, you had a good family dynamic. And even though you would argue every once in a while, because every relationships have its arguments, and even though you would have your downs, when you looked into this relationship, you only seen the good, because you were like, the good overpower everything. And so it's like this day that this person separated from you, it was just a dramatic change in this person's personality. That, out of the blue, they start being, horrible to you, changing your words. They lied on you, they manipulated, they deceived you, they tricked you. And it's a lot of things where you like, this is not their personality, or I would have never known that, they had this type of resentment and everything within their heart. Like, this person did something huge in order to break this connection up. And this was magic. This was powerful magic, that somebody did a separation spell. And like, this went as far as to where like this person could have been very clingy and could have been codependent on you. And out of the blue, like, this person don't call you, don't text you, don't reach out for none, that they went completely cold turkey, which is very odd for a relationship. Because even when things go sour like this and people cheat and stuff like that, and people know they did wrong, they still try to go to the person and make it right. They still try to say, hey, baby, I made a mistake. Will you forgive me? But this is somebody that they skipped that part. And they gave you such a cold heart that they were like, fuck you. I don't love you. I never loved you. And they just immediately start connecting with other people, having sex with other people, jumping in relationships with other people. And you were like, what the fuck? Like, did you want to be single the whole time and stuff like that? No, baby, this was magic. Somebody did a very powerful separation spell that even now, while you are not together, this person is still feeling the effects of that magic that they are keeping away from you. And this was an interference, and this was magic. You have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands, it talks about a last stance, somebody that's on the brink of going into the Ten of Wands, which is being completely overwhelmed, that this person is trying to hold up, that, this is someone that's just not doing well. This is someone that, every single day they're waking up and they're regretting the decision that they made, that, they don't even know why they made the decision that they made. But I can tell you now, I can promise you one thing, that this is someone that cheated on you, and the person that they cheated on you with end up doing some type of spell on them. The one thing, like, that's just like even here in the Three of Cups, where they have drinks in the air. I wouldn't be surprised if they put something in someone's drink, and this person was spelled because they end up drinking it or they end up eating some type of food. But I do feel that it was liquids, that this was some type of liquid that was giving to your partner, that they could have somebody could have said, hey, let me make you a mixed drink, and it was in that drink. It was a spell, it was a ritual, and this person ended up being head over heels in love with this person that wasn't their divine partner and wasn't their twin flame. There was an interference in this connection, and this interference was magic. But the Queen of Swords is here, which talks about an unbiased decision. The Queen of Swords is a judgment card. Most people, the Queen of Swords is an unbiased decision. That, this is something that God is looking in on, and is paired with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is telling me that this person is going to come back and try to give you a gift. Somebody from the past is going to come back and they're going to try to give you a gift because they're going to try to make this thing right. But this karmic partner is still lingering. This karmic partner is still lingering, trying to see how to keep this person. You can still be feeling the effects of someone sending you magic. But their magic is not going far. And I don't even think this person, well, you do have the Three of Wands. They have foresight. So these people know that the magic that they sent you is not effective, is not working. Because, they could have been doing magic to, Spirit is saying, mess up your finance. And every time they see you on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, they like, why is this person not in poverty yet? Why did they not lose their home? Why did they not? And Spirit is like, because that's my child. I'm not going to allow you to destroy my child. This person can be doing spells in order to block your love life. That even though they already took your partner, they're making sure that every door is closed, that nobody is able to come in. Somebody is getting ready to find out. You do have as the hidden emotion that this person is healing, that they're removing themselves from this curse that was placed on them, and that Spirit is telling them, even with the finance card, that they need to take action. And this person can be constantly, every time when they dream and everything else, that Spirit is saying, you need to do right by my son. You need to do right by my daughter. You need to go back in and fix this. And this person is going to end up losing everything if they end up making the wrong move, because karma is here, and karma is not going to play. Somebody is at risk of losing everything. And it's all because of a choice that they made. You're the one that decided to leave this connection, and even after leaving this connection, sending your ex-partner negative energy. And I don't think that it was actually the partner that was sending you negative energy. I believe it was the karmic that they were with. It was the karmic that's sending them that's sending you the negative energy. That this is someone that don't want your partner to go back, and they could know that your partner still love you and they want to go back and fix things. And this person is doing all types of spells and rituals in order to keep this person present. So let's see, is there anything else, Spirit, that you want to add? Or what is the future? That will be interesting. Devil card, bound. I mean, it did say that this person's going to be under a curse. So even the future is saying the same thing. Oh, yep. Can't make it up. Even the future is saying that this person is bound. And this person is bound because of the trickery that they did, the deception that they did. The Seven of Swords is all about trickery, manipulation, deception. This person could have stole something from you. This person, I mean, and stealing is not always something physical. This person could have stole your joy, your peace, your home life. Card at the bottom of the deck, 10 of Swords. This person is in complete pain and anguish. 5 of Pentacles. This person is losing everything, going into poverty. And it's all because of what they did in this relationship. It's all because of what they did in this relationship. That this person, got to be careful how you treat people. Got to be careful how you treat people. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit guys. Thank you, Sister. Thank you, Sir Father. Thank you, Rashid. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Ola Dumaray. Thank you, Ola Rune. Thank you, Ola Fee. Angel number 1221 is saying taking initiative. Told you this person is being guided to come back in and make this right. Work with what you have, and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forward. You might also be getting some good news soon. This person is being led to come back. This person is being led to come back. This person is really being led to come back. Somebody is getting ready to come back in. What card flipped over? I've seen the card flip over. They go in there. Listen to your body and do what is asking of you. Told you. Somebody is being instructed to come back in. Listen to your body and do what is asking of you. Somebody is being instructed to come back in. You can't make this up. That's the second wisdom. The angel number. It talks about coming back. It talks about taking initiative. And now the wisdom card is saying, listen to your body. So this is the third confirmation, because the reading said the same thing. Third confirmation that somebody is being instructed to come back and make things right with you. So whether you want to accept this person or not, that's not the case. The thing is that this person has been instructed to come back, so they got to make things right. Even if it's saying, look, I understand you don't want to get back with me, but let me at least apologize. You have Penguin as the animal card, and it's saying, reach out to your tribe in time of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expressions. Just be yourself. And, it talks about just being authentic. And so it's even with Penguin, it's telling this person, like, you're with a fucking karmic. Leave the karmic and rejoin your family. Rejoin your tribe. What you walked away and what you abandoned was what you were destined to be with. And it's saying, open your eyes and go back. That's the fourth confirmation. That, a spirit is instructing this person on what to do. But at the end of the day, we all have free will, and it's up to us on what we decide to do. Because some people will say, maybe I don't want to come back. I'm going to sit here in this karma, and I'm just going to let this world destroy me. You have that free will. Exercise your rights. But so collective, somebody may or may not be coming back to you. And this is somebody that did you wrong, so you might not even accept them anyways. But even if you don't accept them, at least let them say what's on their mind. Give them the opportunity to confess and to have that conversation with you, because somebody is getting ready to rush in and have an important conversation with you, that they're going to confess what they have been doing behind your back. Let's see. Let me see. Is there anything else I want to do to help out this situation? No, I guess not. I mean, I don't know. Let's see what. Let's see what comes out. Let's see. What do we need to know, Spirit? I kind of feel like it's not done yet. Intuition. So, once again, we know Spirit is talking to this person, intuition, letting them know what it is they need to do. Mistake. This person know that they made a mistake. This person know that they made a huge mistake, and they're a lost soul right now. This person is extremely depressed. This person don't know what to do. Family. They know they want family. It was the same thing with the penguin. Spirit is telling them to rejoin family. And clarity. But clarity is in a challenge position, which means that this person might come back in lying. They might not tell you the entire truth. And this is a divine masculine. This is a divine masculine, and divine masculine has nothing to do with gender. Divine masculine can be male or female. It could be either or. This is someone, their intuition is telling them that they need to come in and correct this problem. This person knows that they made a huge mistake, and they're regretting the choices that they made. This is someone that they know they want to rejoin their family, and that they want this family and home life. But their challenge is clarity. This person don't want to come. I'm not going to say that this person is going to lie. This is the challenge. This is what's holding everything up. This person don't want to come in and tell you the truth. And maybe they don't want to tell you the truth because they know that they already made a mistake. And they're thinking that if they tell you the truth and they give you clarity, that they won't be able to have this family life. But baby, you can't move forward without clarity, and then the thing about it is the person already know what's going on, because it said that this person is an earth angel. So this person is very intuitive. They already know what the fuck you've been doing behind closed doors. So you might as well go on and talk about it. You're thinking that if the truth come out, that, this person is not going to accept you. And so you're putting more time in between you returning, because you think that, this is going to be the thing that's going to, the straw that breaks the camel back. But it's like, you don't know that for sure, and it's like, whether you think this person is going to accept you or not, you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the other person to come clean and tell the truth and allow truth and clarity to reign. You can't say, oh, I don't want to serve this karma and I want to remove this karma, but then at the end of the day, you don't want to tell the truth. This is why you're under karma. You're a fucking liar. You manipulated, you lied and deceived. So do something different. Let people know that you can be trusted. Let people know that you have the ability to tell the truth. Let people know that you can be honest and transparent. Because this is somebody with clarity, being in the challenge position. They just want to come back in and fuck and pretend like nothing happened. They don't want to talk about the elephant in the room. They don't want to talk about the emotional pain and drama that they put you through. This is somebody just want to come back in. And it's like, no, the exact same way you left, you need to correct the wrong of that. And so it's like, if you embarrassed, this person publicly, apologize to them publicly. If you manipulated, lied, and deceived, come in with clarity and confessions. I feel like it's just more that I need to say, but I've already used every deck. I even gave you the finance read. Baby, I'm on it today. But I think this is everything, get ready for somebody to come back into your life and confess their love for you. And I don't know if this person is going to tell you the truth or not, though. This is the thing that this person is challenged with, is that they want to come in without explaining what happened. And that's not a good foundation for a return. It's just not. It's not a good foundation for a reconciliation.